Hey, what is happening to you guys? Extreme Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be having a little bit of a discussion. So if you got time, sit down, relax, listen, and I'll just give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the pretty much dilemma that is Sound 4 DLC. Now if you guys don't know, I think a website data mined Storm 4, the season pass, and the 4 characters that we were supposed to get ended up being, the Sound 4 ninjas. Now this caused a lot of people to be unhappy, but my focus on this video today isn't really to say whether or not CC2 did the right thing. I clearly think that they completely didn't do the right thing at this point, but I'm focusing mostly on the people who are actually going about their way and saying that the Storm community are being ungrateful, that they're being spoiled kids and all that bullshit. But my reason why I want to talk about this is because they don't seem to understand that what they've done, what CC2 and I don't know if Bandai Namco is behind this as well, but what these companies have done isn't exactly the right way to go about this particular situation. Now for me, I'll just go back in history a little bit and explain to you how this whole Stand 4 thing came about. So pretty much in Storm 1, we got 3 DLCs at the time, and a few of those characters were actually the Sound 4. They were support characters at the time, and at that time a lot of people actually wanted them to be playable because since they saw that they were supports, they were hoping that in Storm 2 that they were going to be playable. Storm 2 came about, they weren't playable. Storm Generation came about, they weren't playable. So it came up to Storm 3, I think, where people started to give less fucks about Sound 4 ninjas. And now when I say Sound 4, it's not just the Sound 4 ninjas I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about the Sound 4, the 7 swordsmen, and pretty much Gingaku and Kinkaku. These couple of characters that were supposed to be they were supposed to be playable in Storm 2, in Generations, in Storm 3. They weren't playable, and so as time moved on, people stopped giving too much fucks about them, and pretty much there was never really a reason as to why these characters weren't playable. There was no reason. They couldn't give us a reason as to why they weren't playable. They were just focusing on providing us the latest update for the latest characters, like Naruto's new transformation, Sasuke's new Eye Awakening, all that great stuff. So now we've reached Storm 4, where this CC2 and Bandai Namco have marketed this game as the most populated roster of all Storm games. Like every single character that has had an impact to the story was supposed to be playable. So this gave people some hope, saying, okay, maybe we might see the Sound 4 ninjas, the 7 swordsmen, we might actually see the twin brothers, all them good stuff. Now as well, with the announcement, they also announced 4 characters for season pass and all that good stuff. Now obviously nobody wanted old characters that we have been asking for age that should have been in the game to begin with as those season pass characters. Nobody wanted that because there was no reason why they should have charged us for characters that should have been in the game from the get-go. You get what I'm saying? They should have been in the game. There was never really any reason. They're not new. They're so old. They're pretty much Naruto part 1 old. Like that's how old some of these characters are. So what pissed a lot of people off is that we're being asked to pay for characters that should have been in the game. They've been in the game technically as supports, and now you're asking us to pay for them as playable characters. Some of the characters that are in the game right now have been turned into playable characters because of the whole new leader swap mechanic system. And so pretty much instead of CC2 going about their way and turning those support characters into playable characters, they've decided to take them out, redo them, and then ask us to pay for them. That's where the problem is. You can't just do that. I mean, if there were 4 flat out brand new characters that have never been in the game, no one would have complained. Even if it was someone like Ren, or maybe Sasuke's mother, someone of those lines, no one would have complained. But it's the fact that these characters have had a presence in the game the entire time. They've been support characters the entire time, and now they're asking us to pay for them as playable characters. That's where I have the most problems with. And what pisses me off more is the people who are saying that we're being ungrateful. They don't seem to understand that we're being asked to pay out of our own money for characters that have been in the game since the beginning, since Storm 1. There's no justifying it. That's the problem with that. There's no justifying us having to pay for these characters. Even if they're saying, oh, we're giving them new ultimates, we're giving them new awakenings, new movesets. That's still like, no, you can't just do that. I mean, like, I don't understand. And what pissed me off actually today was I was going to Twitter actually, and I had seen a tweet from a big YouTuber who goes out of their way to say, oh, that's the Storm community in a nutshell. We are so complaining and always complain. Yes, it's true. The Storm community can complain too much, but in this particular case, we do have a right to complain. And that's the problem that I have with some people. They feel like when companies go out their way to make us stuff, we should just take it in. We should just accept it the way it is. No, that's not how it works. Like, if you see something that's bullshit, you call out the bullshit. In this case, the Storm 4 characters being, playable, not playable, being charged for DLC, it's bullshit. It really is bullshit. I mean, like, and I don't know, man. I don't understand. Is it because that the characters that could have been DLCs are actually already in the game? That's the only way. And not even that. Like, I don't see that being an adjustable way. Like, oh my goodness. I just don't know. Like, guys, this is something that I've been thinking about for quite some time. Well, not too much really, because I didn't really give it down. But just that tweet that I saw, yo, it got on my nerves, man. It just got on my nerves, really. Oh jeez, I mean, like, some of them just feel like, oh, because I'm on, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but point is that, no, it shouldn't be that way. I can't, there is, no one can tell me that, oh, it's fair to pay for those characters. It's not. I mean, like, yeah, people have a choice. If someone is a huge fan of the Storm 4 ninjas, then by all means, go ahead and pay for it. But I still don't think you should. I still don't think you should pay money for characters that have been in the game for the entirety of the series. From the entire series, it's not like if they've never had a presence in Storm 2, Generation, Storm 3, Revolution, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're coming out of nowhere in Storm 4. Perfect, that's fine, and I'm not complaining, because they've never been in the game, they've never had a presence, so that's perfect for them to come in now as DLCs. But the fact that they've actually been in the game the entire time, like, let's face it, the Storm games is a copy and paste with a little bit of add-ons. It's, CC2 is claiming that they've started from the bottom up with Storm 4, but yeah, well, from pretty much the past, obviously the past games, they've been copy and paste with a little bit of mechanic, a little bit of tweak here and there, which is fine. I don't really care. I mean, I am a huge fan of the Storm games. That's why I buy all of them, because I enjoy Naruto, I enjoy the fight mechanic, it's fun, and that's pretty much it. So that's the problem I have. The problem I have is two things. One, the fact that we have to pay for, the Storm 4. Now, I know what you're going to be saying. You don't have to pay for them. You can just ignore the season pass. And I'm actually going to ignore the season pass, to be honest, really. I don't think I might pick it up, because the other things that Shikamaru's tale and Gaara's tale, why these two characters? I know they may have had a book, but how much more content could you squeeze out of Gaara and Shikamaru? I mean, come on. This is actually, it's funny really, because I was going to get the season pass a week before the game comes out, because I wanted to see if there was going to be more information about the DLCs before I pay for them. I mean, like, I did the same thing with Xenoverse, really, to be honest, really. I didn't pay for DLC 1, I didn't pay for DLC 2, I only paid for DLC 3 because that was something new. We got, what did we get? We got new characters, and we got new moves and all that stuff. And the reason why I didn't pay for DLC 1 and DLC 2 is because, I don't know, I don't like GT stuff. I don't like GT in general, so I didn't see the need for me to pay for something I didn't like. And yeah, so I don't know, like, it's ridiculous. I mean, like, wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really messed up. And what, like, I've already talked about one part of what pisses me off. The other part is these people who are going about acting as if you should be grateful. CC2 is doing us a favor. No, just shut the fuck up. No, please, no. Listen, you can't justify it, really. I mean, you're going to be the one that's going to be making a video a couple of days down the line, be like, making a video like, should we pay for these DLC or something in that line? I don't know, man. I'm not trying to fire shots here, but yeah. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about the DLC. Hopefully I made some sense in this video, because sometimes when I try to explain myself, I'm usually all over the place, and then I try to come back and knit it all back together. But I don't know. It's just my opinion, really. I can't. Like, yo, man, the Sound 4. I mean, like, CC2 is a fucking genius, man. They're geniuses. They know that they demand. I mean, they can spin it around in a way saying that, oh, but you've been asking for these characters for such a long time, so now we're providing it, and you're complaining? It's like, no, give them to us for free, because they've been in the game for the entirety of the game. Like, they've been there the entire time. Just turn them into. I mean, seriously, man, seriously, they made move sets for the last Sasuke, who was in the movie for like 5 seconds, and they were able to make a complete move set. They can easily make move sets for 4 characters that they were planning to charge us for 4 characters. Come on. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's the problem I have with the DLC. That's the problem I have with the DLC, man. Yeah, jeez. Yo, I'm telling you, like, if they were charging those characters for, and I'm not gonna say like, you know, Azura and Indra or anything like that. If they made like maybe if they charge us for people like, I don't know, Sasuke's mom, Sasuke's dad, or you know, who else? Sakura's mom, Sakura's dad. I mean, like, I would pay probably just because of Sasuke's parents, not really Sakura's, but Sasuke's would be pretty cool. And yeah, I would pay for that. Or I would pay for if they were to do something in the line of bring in Madara's brother. I mean, he had a small part into playing, but you know, that would be enough to bring him into Storm. I mean, come on. I mean, think about it, really. Think about it. They revamped Itachi and Shishiwi's Susanoo. They revamped them. They made them into a complete full Susanoo. We didn't have to pay for that. No. I mean, we're paying 60 for the game. We're paying 60 for the game. That should be enough, really, to include Sound 4 in the game. Like, I don't want to sound like, how do I put this? I don't know what the word is in English, but I don't want to sound and I don't know. You probably know what I'm not trying to sound like. Anyways, you know, you're psychic, so you'll tell me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully this video makes sense. I'm gonna probably re-listen to this and see if I made any good sense in this. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, to the people who are criticizing and putting down the other people who are complaining about this, shut up. There's a reason why we're complaining. It's not because of the money. It's the principle of the matter. It's the principle of the matter that we shouldn't be paying for Sound 4. They should have been in the game for the entire time. Come on. They should have been in the game in Storm 2. That's literally where they should have entered into the game. But they somehow stayed as, you know, freaking supports at the time. I actually never understood supports only characters, but whatever. And also, the biggest thing that I don't understand is that, where's Omoi? Like, where the fuck is this man? You know, he was taken out of the biggest scene in the entire series, the biggest scene, like where Naruto stood and every single shinobi from every single village were standing right behind him, and where pretty much Killer B and some of the people from the Earth Village or whatever you wanna call him, he should be right there, but he was taken out. And not just Omoi, the black girl as well, like, what's her name? Kari? I don't know, the black girl with the red hair, she was taken out as well. Please don't tell me that these people are gonna try and charge us for Omoi and the black haired, no, the red haired black girl, because that would be ridiculous. I don't understand why they took out Omoi. That still bothers me until this point. I can't figure it out. Like, what was the reason? Like, why? Literally, just think about it. Just think about this for a second. Why did they take out Omoi? Not just Omoi and, you know what? Hold up for a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna just look up the black girl for a minute because I can't keep referring to her as a black girl without knowing her name. Give me a sec. This should be real quick. There you go. Karui. Yeah, Karui. Why did they take out Karui and Omoi? And also Samui. Samui should be in this game as well. Yeah. I don't know. Oh well, anyways, guys, this is another video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it in some shape or form because I literally just went anywhere, all over the place really. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Flamingo. Yeah, this is something a lot of fans have been wanting for quite some time, and it's kind of cool now that it's finally been confirmed and out in the open and all that good stuff. Now, the other thing that's kind of worrying for me is that the release date has been confirmed to be on the 21st of April 2016. That's literally only 4 months away from us, so